Alright, so I'm done. Yeah, it's a little shocking, a little surprising, and a little hard to admit because I don't want to be done. It was a really challenging, fun, educational 3 months and wouldn't have traded it. So we completed week 13, and week 13 was a bit of a transition into, continuing on a healthy lifestyle. And yeah, it was a good one, as always. So in this video though, I wanted to share the top 10 things that I gained from doing this WildFit challenge. In our community group, there's a list of like 72. So I just picked 10 because there's a lot of things that could come out of it. Yeah, here are some of my big ones. So number one that is super obvious is I didn't really lose weight, but I definitely lost inches. And that is really cool. So I have I'm one of those who just I don't ever get rid of clothes. So I have like a whole bunch of clothes that hadn't fit in years and now they all do. So I'm happy I kept them because now I don't really have to go shopping again. I can just wear all my old clothes. But definitely inches, and that's really cool and exciting. The second really big thing for me is my why was achieved. So my why for doing this was to reduce my sugar cravings. I was at the point, it was pretty bad. I was at the point where I could not leave the house without having a piece of chocolate first. And I would go through about 2 chocolate bars a week. And that's just one example. And so I have completely removed that craving. I've ventured a little bit and I can have some sweets again and still not want more and more and more. And that's really cool. So that is a huge thing for me. The third thing that is really big that I have found is increased energy. So I can sleep less and have energy all day. There's no more energy slums in the afternoon. Well, depending on weather. Sometimes when it's like snowing and gross outside, your energy is a little down. But other than that, I have way better energy. My best example was in September when I started this and I drove to work. I had a really hard time driving home and staying awake, and by November I was able to drive to work and drive back without having to eat or having to have extra caffeine on the way home. Or I was having Alka-Jazzers at one point, which give you a whole bunch of nutrients and a little boost of energy on my way home, and I got to the point in November where I didn't even need those. So that kind of goes to show just how much of an energy increase I had there, which is really cool. The fourth thing that I find really funny is that it's also made me a way better cook, and WildFit has definitely helped me enjoy learning how to cook and doing the new recipes, and not having dinner time be daunting anymore. Not, what am I going to eat? It's more like, oh, I'm excited to try this or to make this or to eat this. So I think that's one to add. It's really cool. Number 5 for improvement and different things I gained from doing WildFit is improved sleep. I never really had an issue with sleep because I got into essential oils 2 years ago, and I use lavender religiously, especially my Tranquil roller as well. And so sleep, it comes, but I can now sleep less and feel good all day. And that actually goes with the energy increase. So that's really cool. You can be in a deeper sleep longer, and I fall asleep way faster, which is super nice. But yeah, so there's that one. Another thing that came with being highly addicted to sugar was major mood swings, because when you had the sugar and then you crashed, yeah. So those are gone as well. I've been watching myself and I don't have mood swings from what I'm eating, and that is actually a big weight off your shoulders because you don't have to worry about chewing someone out or being mad at someone for absolutely no reason, but you just can't control your emotions anymore. So that that was a really nice one. The last few things that I gained from WildFit were more food freedom. I don't feel like I have to eat anything anymore. I can choose what I want to eat, and definitely the confidence within myself and the confidence when I go to a restaurant or I go out with people to take care of my own health, that has been huge. The last few things that WildFit really did for me was the crazy increase in knowledge about food and marketing and the different things that's actually going on in the world, how we're being manipulated to eat certain things when sometimes we can't explain why we want it, but I actually kind of figured out now why I want it, and definitely the emotional eating, like what my triggers are and all those different things, and that's really exciting. The last one for me that is huge, and I didn't think it would actually happen, was pain reduction. So I've had bad back pain since I was about 10. I went to chiropractor almost religiously since then, and when I got into essential oils, I made a pain roller, and that's what I would use every morning and every night, especially when I was working. It was on every morning and every night, and I use it about once a week now when I'm just stiff and sore. Maybe I did a hard workout, or I've just been sitting way too much, which also happens, and that's kind of mind-blowing that I don't have to rely on that anymore because the pain's gone, and that's huge. So those are 10 different things that I achieved and I got out of doing WildFit, and those are just some of my top picks for me. Oh yeah, so the next thing that I wanted to share quickly and briefly was what the next big challenge is going to be for me, and that for sure is going to be going from the one in the family who has the biggest sweet tooth. I'm not kidding, the biggest sweet tooth. I could eat anything sugary that you put in front of me and nothing ever tasted sweet because I was eating that much sugar that everything just tasted the same pretty much. So going from that to saying that I'm not having refined sugar anymore, or I have a very, very reduced sugar intake, is going to be a little bit of a challenge to, when someone offers me my favorite candy because they know me really well, and to say no, that is not an easy one. Yeah, so that's my next big challenge that I'll have to work through. It's going to take a couple years for everyone to get used to the fact that, I'm not highly consuming sugar anymore, if at all. Yeah, and the last thing that I wanted to talk about was who is WildFit for, and who can do this program, or who should look into this program in my opinion. And for one, definitely someone who is looking to get rid of an addiction, whether you're highly addicted to caffeine or sugar like I was, and you just want out and you want a nice way out. Someone who's looking to just transition into a healthy lifestyle but has no idea where to start or what to do. The nice thing about it being 3 months is it's not like a holy cow, I have to do all of it instantly. It's a slow transition and it makes life simple. Definitely people who are looking for weight loss, that's a part of the program. The last one I can think of is someone who has a major health issue that they're looking to correct. So maybe, just random example, you have extremely high blood pressure and you want to get that down, and try it through food instead of medication. So things like that, definitely I would highly recommend WildFit, and I am thankful for the journey that I went on for the 3 months. Honestly, wouldn't have traded it. It was so much fun, and I'm really sad it's over, to be honest. But thank you to anyone who actually followed along the whole 13 weeks, and honestly feel free to message me with any questions or anything you may want to know about the challenge, about what I'm eating now, or different things. Maybe you want some recipes, because I have some good ones, and I am a lazy cook, so they're quick and easy recipes. But thank you very much, and stay tuned for an update maybe in a little while.